I don't want to do the apps. I don't want to do the freaking apps. Oh my God, it's so, and my prettiest friend, right? My prettiest friend that is on the apps is getting matched with by guys with no hair that want to do 50-50. Oh, what? What is going on? No. Keep me out.
You guys are out here talking about the male loneliness epidemic. Mind you, I just posted a video saying, hey, men need to bring back the art of, like, asking women out and, like, approaching them. Every man in the comments was like, nope, your turn. We're not doing that. We don't, for what? For an expense? Yeah, you guys aren't worth it. Next time. There is no male loneliness epidemic. They don't want it. They don't care.
So today I asked my guy friends why they never approach girls anymore, and they said it's just not worth it. If she's mean about it, it ruins their whole night, so they just don't bother and they don't want to risk it. And I wanted to argue, but I couldn't because I've watched girls be absolutely brutal to a guy who just said hello. But also, and I'm including myself in this, girls don't approach either. We just stand there looking cute, hoping someone comes up to us, and then nobody does, and we just go home and say there were no good guys out. So now everyone's in the same room, everyone's interested in someone, but nobody says anything, and everyone goes home alone and opens the app. And we literally conditioned each other into this and then wonder why dating feels impossible.
45% of men between 18 and 25 have never once walked up to a woman in public and asked her out. Not once. The same generation of women that spent the better half of the last decade calling unsolicited conversation harassment is now posting tearful TikToks about how men won't look up from their phones. The market heard the feedback. It adjusted accordingly. You don't get to set the price at zero and then complain the store is empty. The Institute for Family Studies just dropped their 2026 dating recession report, and the numbers are clinical in their brutality. 74% of women and 64% of men haven't dated more than a handful of times in the last year. Half of young adults say they actually want a relationship, yet only 1 in 3 is even attempting to date. That gap isn't confusion. That's men doing a cost-benefit analysis and quietly setting down the calculator.
All right, so this is a genuine question for all the men out there. Can you guys explain to me why men don't approach women in public anymore? And before anyone starts fighting in my comments, yes, women can approach too. I know. Everyone relax. But I'm talking about like real life flirting at the gym, at a coffee shop, at bars, at ShopRite, like actual human interaction. Because the amount of eye contact happening lately with absolutely zero follow through, insane. Like, sir, we've made eye contact 6 times in Wegmans, and now you're examining pasta sauce near me with deep concentration. Just come talk to me. And honestly, I feel like meeting someone naturally in real life is so much better than the dating apps. Dating apps feel like everybody's exhausted, everybody's performing, everybody's talking to 14 people at once. Meanwhile, in real life, people will clearly be interested in each other and then just walk away. So I genuinely want to know from the men, what changed? Are you worried women don't want to be bothered anymore? Is it fear of rejection? Did dating apps completely destroy everyone's ability to speak in public? Because I don't think attraction disappeared. I think everyone just got too in their heads to act on it.
A 2025 survey found 44% of single men said the fear of being labeled creepy makes them less likely to initiate. Creepy, a man noticing a woman in a coffee shop and saying hello, is now one bad angle away from a viral call-out post. The funny part, if you can call it funny, is that 77% of women aged 18 to 30 said they wish men would approach them more. So 77% want it. 44% are scared of being publicly executed for attempting it. Welcome to the cultural mess these women's own tribe built, now being handed back to them like a bill they forgot they signed. What nobody in the mainstream conversation wants to say plainly is this: men didn't stop approaching out of laziness. They stopped because the entire architecture of modern dating turned the act of approaching into a liability. Every interaction with a stranger became a potential allegation waiting for the right mood and a front-facing camera. Men aren't stupid. Slow, maybe, but not stupid. You can only have the same reward structure dismantled so many times before the rat stops pressing the lever.
Okay, did you guys know that 44% of Gen Z men have never approached a woman in public? And I think like the stat is like 55% of Gen Z are on dating apps, which is just all so crazy, but just also all makes sense. The reason I even like know those stats off the top of my head is because I was on a cuff date last night with this guy, and he was saying that the times he has approached a woman in public and they've gone on dates, they've been like horrible. I mean, I feel for dudes because approaching a stranger in public you think is attractive can be really intimidating. So I'm from the South and I love some small talk, so like nobody's a stranger, so I love talking to random people. I don't know. And I guess the times I've been approached in public and we've gone on dates, they've been fine. It's been like a fun like side quest, but really it hasn't gone anywhere. Mid-20s, and I'm not early 20s. I don't just go on dates just for shits and gigs. I go on dates if I actually think there's something there. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. So that's why I really like member-only dating apps, and I know there are a ton on the market, but I really like Cuffed because you can only be in like a couple matches at a time. It feels a lot more intentional, and so it's not like I'm on Hinge all the time just in the endless swipes where it's literally a never-ending game. I've gone on this like have been great conversations, really great guys, and they've always led to like a second and third date at least, whereas Hinge dates, it was just always a one and done because I was like, this ain't it. Let me know what you think, or if there's another dating app I should try in the comments.
Am I the only one who's absolutely done with dating? I'm quite ready to spend the rest of my life being single because this is just another level. Dating in 2026, dating in this culture and in this society. I gotta go mad. Why is everyone emotionally unavailable? I'm generalizing, and this is probably a pattern that I need to work on. But I have, and I'm going to be really honest here, I have never met an emotionally available man. Never. Is it my problem? It probably is. Probably something I need to work on, but this is just off the charts. I can't be doing this anymore.
The 80-20 didn't vanish. It just went subterranean. The same 10 to 15% of men who were always doing the majority of approaching are still doing it. What disappeared is the average guy, the man who would have mustered something decent, maybe stumbled over his words, maybe impressed her, the man the entire dating ecosystem was actually built for. He looked at the odds, looked at the potential downside, and decided his Saturday afternoon was better spent somewhere the rules of engagement don't shift mid-conversation. And here's what the data won't say, but every red-pilled man already knows. This isn't a confidence deficit. It isn't anxiety. Men who have rebuilt themselves, stacked their finances, trained their bodies, sharpened their social awareness. Those men aren't frozen. They're selective. The silence women are hearing isn't fear. It's discernment. Two very different animals, and the distinction matters enormously.
Women don't want to be approached. Women, please get in this room here with me, because we've got to understand why men are saying this. And they have a good reason to say this. Because many men have described approaching women as a humiliation ritual. This is horrific to me because humans innately want to connect. You cannot connect without approaching someone. So we have a lot to explore here on how to shift this. And it cannot fall on the men. I'm going to start talking a lot more about how women can be more open-hearted and give indications that they are open to connecting. And all of us need to realize that there has to be a genuine connection for the human first. Not I think this chick's hot, so I'm gonna go talk to her. Yeah, sure, that is there. But women can feel if a guy is approaching her for her body or like the sexual energy. And I'm not saying it's not there, but if we don't all start humanizing this and see each other for more than a transaction in a dating relationship, that's part of what makes dating apps so bad, is there's this expectation of I'm here to evaluate you. Meeting in the wild comes with a curiosity. And I'm gonna share more stories about this. And these stories are gonna help you guys. You have to stay with me in this because there is so much here to unpack, and it's gonna take a lot of us to go deep, but it's gonna be fun. Dude, I'm here for the fun. Please We can make this fun. So there's very, very deep stuff embedded in all of this. But ultimately, we are all terrified. We all crave connection. And dating in the wild, when we remember how it works, can fulfill so much. It's also going to be scary. It's also like, and you know what? This was scary for me. Just 2 weeks ago, I was terrified to get on TikTok. I'm only here. Well, go look why I'm here. Well, initially I was here for a reason. Now I'm here for a completely different reason. Both reasons. I'm here for both reasons. Anyways, whew. Guys, we're in this together. If you have any spot in your heart that is kind of open to connecting with another human without expectation and just seeing what can come from it, please join us. We need more hearts. We need more wisdom. I'm telling you, it's happening for me. I'm connecting in the wild, and don't comment on why. I'm going to share why. Stay tuned. Guys, come on. We got this.
When is the last time a man has approached you? And if you're a man, when's the last time you've approached a woman? And I'm not talking about the club drunk being like, what's your name? Where you from? I'm talking about in public, just being like, hey, I thought you were beautiful, can I have your number? And the truth is, cold approaching is not really a thing anymore. If you look at studies, it actually shows that men are approaching women in public so much less now. And in my opinion, as a man who also doesn't approach women, I think it stems from social media and how social media creates insecurity. You'll see all these videos of women being like, I hate when an ugly man approaches me, it's so offensive. If you can't afford me, don't go up to me. That creates an actual insecurity in men's head. Now on the inverse, you have these red pill male influencers who are telling guys that if they're not the most attractive person possible, they're never going to make it. They're never going to get that woman. They're never going to get that bread. And when you keep interacting with that content, it suggests you that same content. So you live in an echo chamber of insecurity, and then that translates to the real world. Do you actually think a man's gonna go up to a woman, risk rejection, when all he's fed online is that rejection will happen no matter what? Oftentimes, rejection is the scariest thing ever. You know, some people might say, oh, well, you never know, you might as well try. People don't even like trying. It's like applying to jobs. Some people apply to so many jobs, they keep on getting rejected left and right. They're scared to apply to another one because they cannot face another rejection. And honestly, guys are just on dating apps. They're sliding in DMs because that is a lot less scary than approaching a woman in public.
This was never really about them. Every man watching this who's put in the work, who's chosen discipline over desperation, you already understand something. It's going to take mainstream culture another decade to admit. Your silence isn't a wound, it's a standard. The man who waits, builds, and chooses from a position of genuine abundance is playing a completely different game from the one being loudly complained about online. Let them call it a crisis. You call it leverage. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. Is the silence men are keeping around approaching women a sign of fear, or is it the most rational move available in 2026? Let me know in the comments.
Some women are like, yo, what happened to men? Like, none of them approach us anymore. Like, and I'm not gonna go approach a man. Like, this, what the fuck happened? Like, how are we supposed to date? They don't approach you because women have made it so fucking difficult for guys. Where if a guy even says, wow, you're so beautiful, you look very beautiful today, they'll literally look at him and be like, ew. Who the fuck wants to deal with this? Who? No one. That's why nobody's fucking approaching your ass. Okay? No one. Like, I've seen it. I've fucking seen it. With women just being like, ew. And it's like, yo, you could literally be like, you know what? No, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm flattered. And if they don't leave you alone, just keep it walking. Keep it moving. Keep it fucking moving. You don't gotta be a fucking bitch. You really don't. And that's why guys don't approach women anymore. That's literally why.
Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this one, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell, drop a comment, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. See you in the next one, guys. Till next time.